For hundreds of thousands of Venezuelans who are already in the country are now eligible to work after the White House granted them temporary legal status.
This is what everyone's been waiting for, right? Picks up is Kiran Dhillon live in Midtown, where a nonprofit gearing up to help migrants who qualify for the new status fill out the necessary paperwork. This is what the mayor, the governor have been waiting for, Kiran.
Hi, good morning, Dan and Kala. Yeah, this has been a long time coming for so many Venezuelans. Now, the federal government said late last night that this temporary protected status that has now been it's been extended and redesignated for certain Venezuelans, well, it will last for 18 months. And it's basically because there are conditions back home in Venezuela that make it too unsafe, too dangerous for Venezuelans to return home to right now. Now, what this will mean is that many of these Venezuelans that qualify, well, they will be protected temporarily from being deported or kicked out of the United States. It will also mean that they will be eligible for work authorization more quickly. And as you said, later this morning here at Project Russo, where we are in Times Square, around 8 o'clock, we are going to see volunteers and employees of this organization gearing up to help many of those Venezuelans get these applications well underway so we can get this process going. 972. The redesignation of temporary protected status will apply to certain Venezuelans who have been living in the country on or before July 31st. TPS is given to those who can't go home safely because of war or natural disasters, among other things. Now, these migrants can work 30 days after their application has been approved versus waiting 180 days like other asylum seekers. The move comes as New York City has welcomed more than 110,000 asylum seekers over the past year and a half, many bused from the southern border. The city and state have been pushing for more federal support to deal with the migrants, including expedited work permits. In a statement last night, the governor said, quote, "Work authorization is the way out of the migrant crisis. Individuals who achieve legal work status will be able to exit the shelter system, find work opportunities, and get their shot at the American dream." The mayor, who's been pleading for federal help, also released a statement thanking the president, adding, quote, "I'm hopeful that we can continue to partner with President Biden to extend temporary protected status to the tens of thousands of other migrants in our care from other countries." So the state says right now, the governor says right now that the state is working to connect eligible employers with the eligible migrants together. Meantime, we've heard from the mayor again and again. Last week, he said that this crisis could cost the city $13 billion over the next fiscal years, and even added that it could, quote, destroy New York City if things did not change soon. Though he said that if we were to get temporary protected status as well as work authorizations for many of these asylum seekers, perhaps this asylum seeker crisis would lower in cost for New York City. And so it appears this could be a step in the right direction. But of course, all that is yet to be seen. That is the latest from Times Square. Kiran Dhillon, Pix 11 News.
Certainly a big deal, and we'll follow what this all means for the crisis here in New York City. Okay, Kiran, thank you. 7:07, sentencing for a man who opened fire on a Brooklyn subway set for next week. Frank James pleaded guilty to setting off smoke bombs on an N train and shooting 10 passengers back in April.